How's it going, everyone? This is K Collection. So, episode 1 was pretty awesome. Obviously, it was the first episode, so there weren't any major fights, but nonetheless, it was great, especially all those butt shots. Goddamn. So that's where all my gacha money went to. Joking aside, this will be a new series where I'll break down the differences between the anime and the FGO mobile game, cause there are a lot of dialogues and scenes from the game that was cut out, and surprisingly, the anime had new scenes never shown in the game. So, huge spoilers for both the game and anime. Now, I won't spoil anything beyond episode 1, but the game does reveal some information, for example, about the antagonists of the story and more or less how they look. Anime completely skipped it. Maybe for a surprise factor, honestly I don't know. If that bothers you, then I'll give you a warning and timestamp it so you can skip that part. Also, episode 1 covers the prologue, section 1, and parts of section 2 of the game. The first major difference would be the intro. The whole entire scene with Gilgamesh and his only friend, Enkidu, was anime only. None of this was a part of the game, and goddamn the feels! I'm sure you guys know about the Epic of Gilgamesh. This is where his friend dies, and the king embarks on a journey for immortality. Gilgamesh sitting on his throne to walking outside was anime only as well, and wow, what a scene! The epic music to him standing on the building talking makes me realize, yeah, you know, I think I'd take a bullet for this guy. He's just that damn likable in this, far from his creepy younger self. Moving on, this part was completely cut out from the anime, where Mash has a dream, a conversation with Dr. Roman about her short lifespan, that she will die even if they save the world, where a holy grail, supposedly able to grant wishes, can't even save her. Then there was a suspicious dialogue with Dr. Roman, which he more or less says life is meaningless. That's when it was revealed it was Solomon, the big bad of the entire story. Mash wakes up and goes to meet with everyone as shown in the anime. Everything else was pretty much the same with the explanations, but there was a scene where Mash wanted to ask Roman a question, but it was cut off in the anime. In the game, basically she was still shaken up from her dream about life being meaningless, so she had a dialogue asking Dr. Roman, is life meaningless, where he gives his perspective. If you didn't know, Dr. Roman is like a mentor figure to the main characters. For Mash specifically, he's like an older brother, or I would even say like a father figure to her. So, spoilers on the villains on this singularity. Skip to this time on the video if you don't want to know who they are, but even in game, their identities weren't revealed yet, but you kind of get to see how they look. They use shadow effects to hide them, but still, if you want to avoid everything, skip to this time. So instead of showing the main characters falling out of the sky right away, the game introduces the 3 goddesses mentioned later in the anime. Long story short, they slaughter some humans that they captured from different regions. You know the whole story, they beg for their lives, but yeah, you know what happens. There's some dialogue between the villains about their partnership, the whole goddess alliance, what their plans are, the whole current situation. Then a mysterious voice enters the room, and then he talks with one of the goddesses known as Mother. Oh my god, this is Final Fantasy VII all over again.
Mother!
Basically, he says that the other 2 goddesses may have an alliance with her, but they are also a huge threat since they are powerful. A quick anime-only scene was Enkidu in the forest, supposedly sensing the character's arrival. Everything else was pretty much the same, but the whole Ishtar intro scene was longer in the game, basically more dialogue, and unlike the anime, Dr. Roman spoke with Ishtar a bit, and they also skipped the scene where they wanted to fly away with Ishtar, in which case she responded by saying, hell no. Well, that's pretty much it. Some key differences between the game and anime. Really excited for the next episode, and I will be doing some differences on episode 2 as well, so look forward to that. I also did a quick summary video on the story of FGO, just to explain some key things to know for this franchise. So, what are your thoughts for episode 1? Comment down below, I'd like to know. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more Fates content. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and join my Discord server. All links are in the description. Have an awesome day, everyone. Till next time.